Welcome to Portland Wrestling Uncut. And we're kicking things off in a big way. A standing ovation for the Hall of Famer, our very own Roddy Piper. Hot Rod. Great to see you as always. We've got a big match, big title match tonight. We're going to talk about that in just a sec. But first of all, I want to talk about you. I understand last weekend you were at a big event at Nike, the Caddies for Cure event, hobnobbing with some major athletes, Bo Jackson, Ken Griffey Jr., Moses Malone, and I understand the Hot Rod stole the show.
Well,
that's what they tell me.
That's very kind. I just did Always Sunny in Philadelphia, too. So they're probably going to be canceled. But like Moses, and they were really nice. They're all like Moses said, I used to have your doll. It's an action figure, Moses. And Bo Jackson said, where's your dress? It's a kilt, Bo. You know, getting a little heat with me here. Nike never sponsored me, but I've had cancer and I beat that. So damn it, that's why I was there. You betcha. And it comes to courage. One of the things I noticed really is here, Portland Wrestling Uncut, those young guys back there have so much courage. They're back there. They're so afraid. I tell you guys, they come out here being so tough, but they're so afraid. Their knees are knocking because we're going to have the very first sanctioned, uncut, actual house venue show at 212 Sports Center, June the 14th.
Friday the 14th. That's right.
Okay, so I need you all to come because we're going to have an eliminator match, which means what does that mean?
Well, I studied the notes that you gave me. As I understand it, the Uncut Eliminator, it's a battle royal, and the winner of that match will get a title match, a heavyweight title match, any time of their choosing. Is that right, Hot Rod? Hey, he's got to make the rounds here.
How you doing?
As I understand it, the winner of that Eliminator, heavyweight title match, any time of their choosing. Is that correct?
Yes, anytime they're choosing to get a chance. But the thing is, they got not to be eliminated, because there's only going to be one person standing. Then they're going to have Thunder and Hess there. They're going to have the Blanchards there. They're going to have Patrick Large. Look at the way these kids have grown. Look at Patrick Large, was just a little kid with hair in his face, and now he's doing great. Thunder, Hess, Ugly. Ugly's beautiful.
Friday the 14th at the new 212 Sports Center. Now, Rod, I understand you're going to be there. Is that true?
I wouldn't do.
I want to throw something out there. What about, and we've never had this on Portland Wrestling Uncut, but let me just throw that out there. What if we had, say, I don't know, something called a Piper's Pit at the big show on Friday the 14th? I'm just throwing that out there. What do you think?
Just
throw that
out there. You're such a jerk. I love you so much, Richard. I don't know. Who would you have in it? Who would you put in Piper's Pit? Because I'm going to eat him. Who? Randy? Grappler. Ooh.
What do you think?
The Grappler in Piper's Pit. I could show you that the reason he wears a mask is he's got green warts on his face. Yeah. You know what? Listen, 212 Sports Arena, June the 14th. We're going to have, I'm so proud of all these guys, and I'm proud of you. I want to see you all there. And let me think about Piper's Pit. I'm already sweating. If I could have got Bo Jackson and Joe Moses there, only Moses I know had a staff and a long beard, But I'll give it a...
Well, how about this? Send the kilt to the dry cleaners.
Send
the kilt to the dry cleaners. It'll be back in time for the 14th. And just maybe, we may have a Piper's Pit Friday the 14th.
If the policeman... Some of my buddies here, man,
I'm sure.
Available the 14th. We're going to come down and have a pit. Will I be available? Yeah, God bless you, man.
All right, there you go. Friday the 14th at the new 212 Sports Center. The Hot Rod may be there. Now, folks, that's not all. Tonight, we finally have our big rematch. Big Ugly is back from his concussion after a 3-week layoff. Tonight, he will finally defend against Exile. That's right, Exile versus Big Ugly Part 2. That's coming up tonight on Portland Wrestling Uncut. Welcome back, everybody. Joining us right now, two men who had a major impact on Portland Wrestling Uncut just last week. Ravenous Randy Myers and Scotty Mack joining us, of course, from the Great White North. Now, Scotty, nice to see you too, Randy. We have some news to announce here. I understand, you were brought in as replacements. Some people called you scabs. We can't call you either anymore. You're no longer, because you officially have contracts, I understand, with Portland Wrestling Uncut.
Well, up until right now, I was a little concerned because we hadn't received any thank yous. So if these contracts you speak of are thank yous for saving this television program, for entertaining all these worthless, ungrateful fans out here, well, yes, you're welcome. We're here. We're permanent.
Okay, thank you.
You originally called us scabs, but you see what you did? You picked at us, and you picked at us, and you picked at us, and you know what happens when you pick at a scab? It turns into a scar, and scars are forever, baby. And now we are here in Portland Wrestling Uncut to show Portland that we are cut.
Okay, no question about that. Now, I want you to address this issue, though. Last week, we saw you in a match with the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champions, the Blanchard Brothers. You attacked the Blanchard Brothers with their title belts, left them in a bloody mess. Explain yourself.
You're damn right we left them in a bloody mess. We're going to leave them a bloody mess again, and we're going to leave them beltless, because you're looking at the next Portland Wrestling Uncut Tag Team Champions.
Hold on, I hear some music, and making their way to the ringside area, this has got to be them. Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Large and Colt Tubes. Guys, come on in here. Colt and Patrick, good to see you. Look, long-established tag team here in Portland Wrestling Uncut. You heard Scotty and Randy demanding another title match.
You know what? You come out here and you're demanding your match. You want to talk about how you got your contract and you're so happy. Yay, I'm on Portland Wrestling Uncut. We've been here since the beginning, and you don't deserve anything over us.
There's a reason why they brought us in, you dumb bull.
Language. We're within the fibers of this company. We're here from the very beginning. If you think you deserve a title shot, we deserve a title shot.
Fiber make you regular?
We were the ones that left the champs laying. We have nothing to prove.
Nothing to prove? We'll beat you anytime, anywhere if we have to. Those belt shots are ours.
Like I said, we got nothing to prove. We don't have to beat you two or anybody else.
We'll fight you when we feel like it.
Okay, wait. Oh, my God. Look out. Scotty and Randy attacking Colt and Patrick. They said any time and any place. It appears any time and any place is right now.
Randy. General! I think I've changed my mind. Did you change your mind? They want us to beat them to earn our title shot. They said any time, any place. I say right now.
What a chaotic scene that we've got here at ringside. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Wilcox is off this week. Joining me at ringside, one half of the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champions, the one and only Bubba Blanchard. Bubba.
All right, Joe V, we're starting this action out hot and heavy this week right here on Portland Wrestling Uncut. You got the show starting out with Hall of Famer Roddy Piper, and now you got two of the greatest tag teams on planet Earth today. Patrick Lodge and Colt Toombs versus Scotty Mack and Ravenous Randy.
Two men that you know very well, Bubba.
All four men I know very well. A long time in this business.
That's right.
I've been battling Scotty Mack for a long time in this business, about the past 8-10 years now.
And just last week, you had a very, unfortunately, bloody encounter with these two gentlemen. You won the match by disqualification. But, Bubba, I got to say, they knocked you out with those belts. I've never seen the Blanchards treated quite like that.
Yeah, again, when you have familiarity with somebody, when you know somebody as well as Scotty Mack knows the Blanchard brothers, he knows what to do. And just like they started this program out right here, they started out with their cheating, lying ways. They jumped them from behind. Everything's got to be from behind. They're not going to do anything right up front. They are great athletes, so you can imagine when a great athlete falls under that regime of win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Now, I'm getting the
now
word-
you're having a problem.
I'm getting the word from my producer in my ear right now that apparently the winner of this match will get a tag team title match against you, against the Blanchards, next week.
The Blanchard brothers have never backed down from a fight in their life. Everybody knows that. If you guys want to at Portland Wrestling Uncut, you can put both teams in opposite corners and we'll fight both teams at once. You know that the Blanchard brothers will do that. These are two world-class teams. You have a second-generation athlete right now in Colt Toombs who's getting the tar kicked out of him by Scotty Mack there in the corner.
Yeah, and Bubba, you know both these tag teams very well. Been in the ring with both of them. Break down how someone combats Scotty Mack and Ravenous Randy.
Break down how you combat Scotty Mack and Ravenous Randy. I'll tell you what, Joe B, here's how you do that. You match their athleticism, you match their intensity, and you match their cheating ways. It's no secret at all. Long before the fans loved us, the Blanchard brothers were as mean and nasty as anybody. We've killed everything that's walked and crawled at one point on this planet. We've destroyed anything that's walked and crawled. So we are not opposed to destroying these men right here.
All right, look at that, an armbar on Colt Toombs there from Ravenous Randy.
This is fantastic. I just saw this last night. I was watching some Kobashi last night, and Kobashi did this move right here last night. Ravenous Randy, as I've told everyone before, he is a world-class athlete. He knows the wrestling business, all the ins and outs. And now Colt Toombs, there is no quit in Colt Toombs. He is a stud. He is a major athlete.
Oh boy, look at that. Ravenous Randy now trying to wear down Colt Toombs. Oh, spinning neck breaker.
Fantastic neck breaker.
On Colt
That'll
Toombs going
put
for the
anybody
pinfall.
down.
Two. And
That's
Bubba,
right there on the back of that external fortuitous area.
oh, look at that crossface now, trying to wear Colt Toombs into
Beautiful
submission.
crossface.
Now, right there, that move, that's really putting stress on your shoulder and your tricep. Tell us what this move does to you right there.
I'll tell you
Bubba.
right now, the average man sitting on the couch right now watching this program, or YouTubing it, or FaceTubing it, whatever they call that nowadays, that'll tear
Look
apart
out.
your shoulder.
1, 2.
Look at that, great reversals. That's some of that MMA stuff right there from Colt.
Yeah, he
I'll tell
knows-
you, it'll tear your shoulder apart. You can pop an elbow. You can twist somebody's neck. It's a multifaceted move that just ravages the entire body.
You mentioned Colt's MMA background. He's got counters for everything. He's got counters for counters, this kid.
There is nothing, I should say, that Colt Toombs cannot counter. I've been in the ring with him numerous times, and as everybody knows who follows Portland Wrestling Uncut, Colt Toombs and Patrick Large have the best win-loss record against the Blanchards of any team in the last decade in professional wrestling.
And Bubba, a stacked show tonight. Not only do we have this fantastic tag match to open things up, but tonight, finally, Big Ugly and Exile are going to meet again for the heavyweight championship. Exile gave him a concussion, been out for 3 weeks. Tonight, Ugly will try to settle the score. Exile will try to win the belt.
Let me tell you why Portland Wrestling Uncut is the #1 wrestling entity on the planet today, bar none. It does not matter who else is on television. All that matters is Portland Wrestling Uncut. 4 major league athletes
Oh,
in the
look
ring
at
right
that.
now.
Excuse me, Bubba.
No,
but
absolutely. It's a great reversal. Tremendous clothesline.
great comeback by Colt Toombs, hitting the clothesline. Now a drop kick right
Big
to the
drop
chest.
kick right to the
Scotty
chest
Mack
area. Scotty
gets a
Mack
tag
is
to
down,
Patrick Large.
but he is not out. Patrick Large on the top rope.
Oh! Scotty Mack had the wherewithal to know where he was, know where Patrick Large was, and get out of the way of that cross body.
That's just like we were talking about. We're talking about 4 major athletes, and then like you mentioned earlier, you have 2 major athletes coming up at the end here. You have Exile, the monster, the big man, the super athlete. You have Big Ugly, my brother, my blood, and a tremendous athlete, the greatest wrestler besides, it's Jeremy Blanchard and Big Ugly. They're the 2 greatest wrestlers on the planet, in my opinion, for my money.
All right, Scotty Mack now wearing down Patrick Large, tagging in Ravenous Randy here. Boy, this is a now.
Tremendous kick to the gut right there. A tremendous double team move.
They're an interesting pair, Scotty Mack and Ravenous Randy. They look nothing alike, kind of Beauty and the Beast, right?
It is Beauty
You've got
and the
the
Beast.
pretty boy and the wild man.
Scotty Mack thinks he's some sort of male stripper, and then you got the wild man and Ravenous Randy. He's crazier than a crap house rat.
But boy, they both can wrestle. As you said, Bubba, they have, not just here in the United States, of course they're based out of Vancouver, Canada, but they've literally wrestled all over the planet.
Of course they've wrestled all over the planet. That's why they're here at Portland Wrestling Uncut. I never made the misconception. I never made the bad decision to say that these guys were scabs at any point in time. These 2 are major athletes. Ravenous Randy has been all over the planet. Ravenous Randy has beat major athletes. Ravenous Randy has been in the ring with Hall of Famers and legends. Ravenous Randy has victories over Hall of Famers and legends. Scotty Mack has been in the wrestling business for over a decade now. He too has wins over Hall of Famers
Oh, look
and
at
legends.
this. Cinching back on that body scissors there, trying to add some extra leverage.
And choking him, mind
Ravenous
you.
Randy,
I mean,
yes.
you know, that you can't, again, win if you must, lose if you win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. Ravenous Randy once again trying to shove his fingers down Patrick Large's windpipe.
Yeah, but the referee broke it up as well he should. Now getting the tag on the fresh pair of legs there, Scotty Mack. trying to keep Patrick Large on his toes here, whipping him into the turnbuckle. Scotty Mack's talking a little trash to Colt Toombs, and here he goes into the turnbuckle. Oh, and that
tremendous move.
spinning back elbow. Snap bears him down.
Oh, no.
Scotty Mack, drop kick to the
Drop
prone
kick to the
Patrick
face.
Large.
My goodness, I tell you what right there. Can you imagine a human being's feet coming across your face like that?
Well, Bubba, next week, we've heard you're going to have to face one of these tag teams. If you had to pick one, do you have a preference?
I want both of them. I want both of them from day one as an athlete. They say you go in there and you wrestle the best, you're going to be the best. I want to wrestle the best on every occasion. Every time I step to those ropes, I want the best. I want to be against the best. That's why I'm here at Portland Wrestling Uncut, because I know when I step between those ropes, there's a real good chance that I'll be stepping in the best in the business today. That's what Portland Wrestling Uncut is all about. You have Patrick Large in the ring right now, one of the top cruiserweights in the world today, one of the top up-and-coming cruiserweights in the world today. You have Scotty Mack, one of the best wrestlers in the last decade in professional wrestling, period, bar none.
But I've got to imagine, excuse me, Bubba, after last week, you really probably want to get your hands on Scotty Mack and Randy. After all, what they did to you last week.
Joe V, I'm not going to lie about it. I want to take my fat, greasy, chubby little palms and wrap them around their necks and give them a taste of what the Blanchard brothers are all about. Give them a taste of what Patrick Large just gave them a taste of. Give them a taste of that double clothesline.
Brought down Scotty Mack and Ravenous Randy. Hey, as Roddy Piper mentioned, these guys, they're going to be at that big card at the 212 Sports Center June the 14th.
We're talking about June the 14th at the big 212 Sports Center. Uh-oh, he blocked that super kick right there. Big drop kick to the face right there. You see that? He kicked him in his chin. He kicked him in his jaw. He needs to make the tag. He needs to get Colt Toombs in there. He needs to get the second generation stud in there. He needs to get that MMA boy in there. There he comes.
And here he comes,
Colt Toombs. Colt Toombs is going to be on fire right about now.
In there.
Clothesline right across his throat. Big clothesline right across his throat. Colt Toombs is on fire. Big back elbow. Big back elbow. Another back elbow.
He's a whirling dervish. Look at that, a tornado in there.
Oh, big double noggin knocker. Boom!
Hello.
That's as old as wrestling, and it works every time. They missed the double clothesline. Big double clothesline by Colt Toombs. Colt Toombs is on fire. Colt Toombs is showing you why he is a stud, why he is one of the best wrestlers alive today.
All right, here comes Colt Toombs. Could he come off the top rope? What are we looking for here against Randy? Oh, tries the double cross body, but they caught him. Not able to get the full impact.
Ravenous Randy, he able to get him. He's able to catch him.
Big
double drop kick by Colt Toombs.
Patrick Large got the drop kick.
Colt Toombs nails both of them. Colt Toombs is on Scotty Mack like White on Wright. He's hitting him with rights. It's a slobber knocker at this point.
Woo, back and forth. Just when you think you got this match figured out. Boy, one counter after another.
Huge right hand from Colt Toombs, huge right hand.
Uses Patrick Large as a trampoline, and now he's going to return the favor. Here comes Patrick bouncing off of Colt Toombs, but into the
Patrick
turnbuckle
Large
this time.
broke his neck right there.
That's the veteran move from Scotty Mack. Now he's dropping Colt Toombs with that right hand. Of course, Scotty Mack and Ravenous Randy definitely have the experience
tremendous
advantage
drop
here.
kick right there. Just took Patrick Large right out with that drop kick.
Okay, propping up Colt Toombs there in the turnbuckle.
He's going for the big super kick in the corner. That's going to be it.
Look out. Right into Ravenous Randy with the go behind. Way to roll up. 1, 2,
He's got him.
3.
Oh my goodness.
He did it.
Colt Toombs and Patrick Large just beat Ravenous Randy and Scotty Mack. I'm going to consider that an upset, Joe V. Well, how would you view that? What's your professional opinion?
Patrick Large.
That's got to be. I'm not going to take anything away from these guys. They're young, they're studs, and they're up and coming. But the young stud up and coming, they usually don't beat the wily veterans. And this is an upset, Joe V. Am I right, Joe V?
A signature victory for Colt Toombs and Patrick Large. And Bubba, guess what? Because of that, next week, you and Jeremy will be defending against Colt Toombs and Patrick Large. Buckle up, my friend.
Hey, I'm ready for it. Anybody, anytime, like I've said before. And if Colt Toombs and Patrick Large want to jump on the Blanchard brothers, well, guess what, baby? They're going to learn why we're the greatest entity on the planet today.
But you can bet we haven't seen the last of Scotty Mack and Ravenous Randy. Folks, we'll be right back with more Portland Wrestling Uncut. Welcome back, everybody. Joined right now by Eric Wright and Mr. Wright, and apparently a special guest who we're going to meet in just a second. But Eric, I understand you've got a match coming up, and I'm told the winner of this match will be in that Uncut Eliminator that we announced on Friday the 14th, with the winner getting a heavyweight title match anytime they want.
Yeah, you know something? That's right, Joe. I don't know if you've been keeping track at home, but There was a man talking here. But Joe, I haven't... As I was saying, I haven't had the best win-loss record, you would say.
I would say that.
Hey.
Go ahead.
But anyway, all that is about to change because I've been hitting the gym extra hard. I went out and I got myself a beautiful personal trainer to get me in shape. And DeMarcus James, you are a great wrestler. But you know something? When you've got Mr. Wright and you've got Valentine here training me, there's not a man in that locker room that can stand in my way.
Now, I gotta say, you always said you're a ladies' man. You actually have a lady, which is nice to see. So,
See, I was right.
so how is Valentine gonna make you a championship wrestler?
Well, why don't we give a little demonstration?
All right, well, let's do that. Eric Wright's heading to the ring right now for his opponent. Let's set it up to our friend, Garrett Furting. Garrett.
Eric Wright's opponent, weighing 187 pounds from North Portland, DeMarcus James.
All right, Bubba. Well, I got to give Eric Wright a little bit of credit. He always said he was a ladies' man. He actually has a lady now in his corner.
He produced the lady, yes.
His personal trainer, Miss Valentine. What do you think, Bubba?
Miss Valentine looks fantastic, for my personal opinion. I think she looks fantastic. Now we're going to see, though, what type of proper guidance she's been able to give him. Is she out here for the atypical professional wrestling? Hey, look, we have some eye candy out here for you for the male demographic.
Yeah.
Or is she really got some substance to her and going to be able to help him achieve some stuff? We'll tell you this right now. Eric Wright has put on a lot of muscle since we start filming this show. He is working very hard in the gym. I do know that on a personal level.
Well, you know, just getting a quick peek here at Valentine, she doesn't look like your average little diva there in the ring. You can tell that she's spent some time in the gym as well. She's got got some arms on her, even got some traps on her there, Bubba.
Amen.
Maybe not Bubba Blanchard material, but you know,
no, she is
not too shabby.
That's why I said she is definitely the demographic that you're looking for. She's beautiful. She's got a great body. But right now, she's getting on him. I like the way she's getting on him. He needs to be gotten on. He needs to be letting known what's going on. She's getting on him a little bit. That's good. Looks like she may know what she's talking about, Joe V.
You know, I think Eric Wright may have an unofficial record of about 0-99 on Portland Wrestling Uncut. I don't think he's ever won on Portland Wrestling Uncut.
Well, unfortunately, he hasn't had a lot of luck on Portland Wrestling Uncut, but he would not be on Portland Wrestling Uncut if he was not a big star, and he is quite successful. He has been quite successful in other territories and other places around the planet, if you will.
Look at that. Valentine tripped
look
up.
At that. Now, once again, you know, she's showing that she understands.
Oh,
and
look
a
at
big
that.
knee to the spine right there. DeMarcus is probably a little worse for wear after that little knee to the spine.
And let's not forget, the winner of this match will be in that Uncut Eliminator, Friday the 14th at 212 Sports. The winner of that Eliminator will get an automatic, well, not an automatic, but they'll get a title match any day of their choosing. So they could show up on a Wednesday or Thursday any day and say, I want my title match right now, and they'll get it.
Boom, Joe V, that's why you're the best in the business. Nice suplex right there by Eric Wright. That's why you're the best in the business, because you're talking about June 14th. You're talking about the big 212 Sports show. And you're talking about Eric Wright having the potential, if he wins right here, to be entered into that elimination match where he has an opportunity to win a belt at any point in time of his choosing, where the champion could be leaving the gym, for instance, after getting his pump on, and then Eric Wright jump him, hit him from behind, and have an official referee pin him, and boom, Eric Wright's a champion.
Boy, what a turn
And
of
that can all
events
happen June 14th at the big 212 Sports show.
What a turn of events that would be if Eric Wright, could you imagine Eric Wright, after all his trials and travails, was able to win the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship? Just to win a title match would be a big feather in his cap, and folks, that could happen if he gets a win here tonight.
Well, as they say in the wrestling business, when you're winning belts, that means you make more money.
Hey,
but
and-
anyways, he can take some of that money and he can take Valentine out and he can, show her a real good time, after he wins the money, if he wins.
I'm not sure what he's paying her, but I don't think it's enough. Because I think he's...
to be quite frank with you, Joe V, I'm thinking that she's got him under contract to where he's pretty much being used like maybe an R&B entertainer back in the 60s.
Right.
When they were making hit records but getting like 1 cent a record. And all those, well, yeah.
She's got beauty and brawn. She may have some brains, too.
Tremendous
Bubba, you
side
may be
Russian
right.
leg sweep by Eric Wright. while we've been sitting here talking about the big June 14th 212 show, Eric Wright has been put on a wrestling show. He's been suplexing. He's been side rushing, leg sweeping. Eric Wright is a tremendous wrestler.
And DeMarcus James is too. You know, this is not some scrub off the street. He's wrestled throughout the Pacific Northwest, up and down the West Coast. So DeMarcus James, hey, this is another guy who's looking for that signature victory in Portland Wrestling Uncut. He gets a big win here. DeMarcus James is that eliminator on Friday the 14th.
DeMarcus James is a tremendous athlete. DeMarcus James is missing.
Look at that. A little paintbrush there from Miss Valentine.
It's not appropriate. It's not good sportsmanship. But unfortunately, she did just slap that boy across his face, or that man across his face. I do not mean boy in a negative reference.
I understand. Oh, DeMarcus James now dropping Eric Wright there with that right hand.
Yeah, DeMarcus James looking like a fighter right there with that big right hand and a nice suplex by DeMarcus James.
Mr. Wright on the wrong end of that suplex. DeMarcus James heading up to the top. Let's see what happens here. He's going up to the very top.
Oh, he's going
there.
to the top.
Dangerous.
Here he comes. Oh, he missed that big fist drop.
Drops a
big
fist on the
fist drop.
mat.
He might have broke his hand right there. That is potentially broken.
Hold on a sec. Eric Wright, 1, 2. He's got the tights. 3. Did he get the win?
Is that it?
That's it. Eric Wright gets the win. Eric Wright.
Winner of the match, Eric.
Eric Wright with a nice schoolboy roll-up. He's right there. Did he get the tights?
I can't believe it. Eric Wright has won a match in Portland Wrestling Uncut, and he's going to be in that Uncut Eliminator Friday the 14th.
Valentine made her promise. She said she was going to make him a winner, and boom, he comes out here and wins right there.
The personal
ball's
trainer
rolling for those two.
Paying dividends, folks. Hey, we still have that big match tonight.
She's
Ugly
ripped and
versus
she's smart, Josie.
Ugly versus Exile for the title still to come. You're watching Portland Wrestling Uncut.
Hey Uncut fans, help Exile go over the edge for the Boy Scouts of America. June 28th is the annual fundraiser where volunteers will rappel down the side of the U.S. Bancorp Tower in Portland. To make the descent, each rappeller must raise $2,500 with all money going to our local Boy Scouts. Go to cpcbsa.org/edge and make a pledge for Wrestler Exile. With enough support, the big man will climb down Big Pink. Pledges are due by June 15th, so make yours today and help support the Boy Scouts of America. Welcome back, everybody. Joined by a group of wrestlers here. Jonas Robinson, what do we got here?
We're not replacement wrestlers. We're not scab wrestlers. We're just wrestlers. And not only that, we are great wrestlers. You know, June 14th at the 212 Sports Center, they're having this show. Only contracted wrestlers get to be on. And they're having this thing called the Uncut Eliminator. It's a little bit of a battle royal, if I understand. Well, you know, I was once in a battle royal, and I eliminated 50 men all at once.
Is there video of this?
It's on YouTube somewhere. You check it out.
All right. Well, you guys don't have contracts. Now, as we mentioned today, Scotty Mack, Ravenous Randy, some of these replacements, they've been given official contracts. They're now part of the roster. You guys aren't, I understand. So you can't be on that 212 show.
And you know, that's a real travesty. I'm a guy who should have been here day one. I was trained by Lance Storm, Harley Race, Ricky Steamboat, William Regal. No one's got the pedigree of Jonas Albert Robinson. Tell them about it.
We want our chance. We want our spot in the limelight. We want our contract. I want my chance to tear men's eyes out.
Okay, all right.
Joe Smo, Portland Wrestling Uncut just got a facelift, and you're looking at it. The Gorgeous Era, the face of the Gorgeous Era is here, and we are gonna get contracts.
I'm sure you got something to say. All right, never mind.
Now, I see the way to earn your contract is to win a match. Now, I'm saying you bring out anybody in that locker room.
Well, here comes anybody right now. The one, the only, heat-seeking Puerto Rican, Mike Santiago. Mike.
You guys don't have a contract. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it's kind of like being the last picked in Sandlot baseball, right? I remember those days. Trust me, I remember those days. But I didn't sit here on the microphone and complain about wanting my spot. I didn't sit in the locker room and complain about my TV time. What I did, I earned it. I came through the ranks and I kicked ass and took names. So, let's be a little generous tonight. Tonight, I'm going to be a little generous. I'll give one of you guys, Bob Backlund, chin strap, Slum Star Billy Graham, in the brows. One of you guys, you can decide amongst yourself who wants to be. I'm going to be in the ring right now, and I'm always ready. So if you're ready to be a victim of the Order of Santiago, step up to the plate, Smalls.
Who's it going to be?
I got it.
No. Hey, stop. No. In the ring right now is the greatest wrestler in the Northwest. So, it's only suiting that the greatest show in the ring goes one-on-one with the greatest wrestler in the Northwest, Joe V, Portland Wrestling. I'm going to show you how great I really am and earn that contract.
All right. Here we go. Jor-El Nelson versus Mike Santiago. Apparently, a contract on the line here. Bubba, here we go.
Here we go, Daddy-O. We got a contract on the line. We got the heat-seeking Puerto Rican Mike Santiago against Jarrell. Oh, my goodness. It just keeps getting better on this show, Joe V.
Now, as we said, or actually I should say, as Jonas Robinson said, only contracted wrestlers are going to be on that big super show at 212 Sports on Friday the 14th. So there's extra incentive for Jor-El to win a contract tonight. If you want to be on that big show, you want to play in front of the big crowd, you've got to be a contracted wrestler. And if you can beat Mike Santiago tonight, Jor-El Nelson will be just that.
Absolutely. If he beats Mike Santiago tonight, he pushes himself to the forefront of Portland Wrestling Uncut as one of the major contenders right here in Portland Wrestling Uncut, because you have the heat-seeking Puerto Rican Mike Santiago, arguably in the last year has become one of the best wrestlers on the globe today.
Yeah,
bar none.
We have seen his ascension right here on Portland Wrestling
Yes, we
Uncut.
have.
When he started, he didn't necessarily have the best victory record, so to speak, but it was like something flipped on Mike Santiago, and one day you couldn't stop the guy, and it's been like that ever since.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike Santiago made the conscious decision to become a star. Mike Santiago decided to make that conscious decision. I've been doing this long enough. I know the game well enough. I know what to do.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I'm being told by our producer that the winner of this match will get a spot in that Uncut Eliminator at 212 on Friday the 14th.
So, and just like the comment that you just made, Joe V, if Jarrell is able to win this match right here and get himself in that match of a magnitude on June 14th at the Big 212 Sports Show, then what you're looking at is he pushes himself to the forefront.
All right, here we go. Back and forth. Drop
Tremendous
kick there.
drop kick by Mike Santiago.
And
right there, tremendous athlete.
As you mentioned, Mike Santiago, a guy who's seen his stock rise in recent months, but still looking to take it to that next level. Well, winning that battle royal, winning that automatic title shot, I mean, it couldn't get much bigger than that, Bubba, for the heat-seeking Puerto Rican.
Absolutely. Mike Santiago is always looking to keep filling his cup up. Mike Santiago is always looking to be the best athlete on the card at any point in time. He has stepped his game up. He knows what it takes to be a major player. He knows what it takes to be a star on television. He is not toiled in obscurity. He has taken the bull by the horns, and he has done a great job at doing just that.
All right, Jor-El Nelson now caught the veteran Mike Santiago with the forearm. Offhand suplexes him back into the ring there, Jor-El Nelson. A youngster, relatively speaking, a youngster in this business, Jor-El Nelson, still trying to get that experience. He's only been in the business a year or so, I understand, Bubba.
Yeah, Jor-El Nelson's greener in grass, but Jor-El Nelson right there.
Athletic.
His athleticism is off the page. He is a major league athlete. He could go into any sports forum right now and be a major player for anybody. If it was the NFL, he'd only have to worry about a total of 15 minutes of body contact, because the average play in the NFL is 3 seconds long, and they take about 75 plays. So you figure that math out, it turns out to about 15 minutes of body contact. Here in professional wrestling, what he's had an opportunity is constant body contact, constant opportunity to use that athleticism, and he is a major league athlete.
Bubba, when I got into wrestling, I didn't think I'd have to learn math. Thank you very much for that. 1, 2, oh, look at that. Mike Santiago just gets out Jor-El Nelson. Folks, still to come, the big rematch. Ugly Exile 2 for the heavyweight championship. That is still to come tonight on Portland Wrestling Uncut. What a night we've seen Double B. And next week, we know for a fact that you are going to be defending against Colt Toombs and Patrick Large.
Yes, Colt Toombs and Patrick Large are in for a fight of their life next week. The Blanchard brothers are
Look
gonna
at that
tear them
submission
apart.
hold, though, from Mike Santiago.
Fantastic. Look at that. He's about to pop Jor-El in half.
It's almost like a surfboard, so to speak, although on the ground and stretching the legs as well. An incredible maneuver there. I need my wrestling glossary to come up with names for
These
this
guys
stuff.
know each other very well, extremely well, and it's really funny because as well as they know each other, Mike Santiago happens to hate Jor-El's guts. I mean, deep down inside, hates his guts.
It looked like he was going for a cradle suplex there. Jor-El Nelson
Oh
got out, but look at
goodness,
that.
right there. That's
He
gonna
calls
be
that
it
the
right
lethal
there.
weapon.
And it is a
Oh,
lethal weapon. I've been
look
hit
at
with
that.
it before. It'll make you forget where you are for a week. He just got knocked into the middle of next
The
week.
Heat seeking Puerto Rican
Roaring
Mike
elbow!
Santiago.
Roaring elbow!
The lethal weapon has earned a spot in the Uncut Eliminator for
He's
the one
thinking
and
Puerto
only
Rican throwing lethal weapons on people. Oh my!
Mike Santiago. Folks, we've got more to come. You're watching Portland Wrestling Uncut.
I'm going to pan down here, Mr. Cameraman. People can take a look and see that my foot's all hurt and everything. And I want to explain that. You're right. It was a bar fight. Okay, I got the first guy, and then I knocked him out. And then the second guy, I knocked him down. I tripped over him, going for the third guy. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I won the fight. What?
3 guys.
Yeah, I took care of the
No.
business, okay?
Tell them what really happened.
I just told the people.
You
what
got
happened,
drunk
okay?
and fell off the bar.
Shut up, hey, so listen to me. All you got to worry about, boy, is what's happening tonight. And also this big event coming up at the 212 Sports Arena. We're going to be there, and we're going to take care of business at that sports arena on June the 14th. But Exile, tonight is a very, very important match coming up next. You got ugly for the heavyweight title.
Let me tell you about tonight. Tonight, I'm going out to that ring. I'm stepping through those ropes, not you. You stay out of my match, and you let me do my thing, because I got this tonight. You understand me?
You know what? You got it, big man. I've carried you far enough on my back. All right? Tonight, you step in the ring, you get the 3 count, you bring the goal home. I'm holding you to it.
I'm doing it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. Accompanying him to the ring, the grappler, weighing 269 pounds from Felony Flats, Exile.
Well, Bubba, here we go. This is the rematch we've been waiting for. 3 weeks ago, he knocked out the heavyweight champion. Tonight, Exile gets a rematch with Big Ugly.
Yeah, we are privileged and honored to have this right here in the studio today because I tell you what, this is a major league game.
And here comes the heavyweight champion.
The champion from Mexican Samoa, weighing 250 pounds, the Big Ugly.
All right, welcome back to ringside here, champ. Champ, we saw it 3 weeks ago. You were knocked out by Exile. That big boot, you had a concussion. You're now back in action and ready for a rematch.
First off, before I get in this ring, I want to talk 1 second about these scabs. Because you see, as I was home in Mexican Samoa watching the episodes, the scabs made the biggest mistake you could. It's not coming out here trying to take our jobs. It's by coming out here and putting your grimy hands on Joe Boo. That's what pisses me off, scabs. So the next time I see you there, Baloney Chi-Chi's, Kellen Wraith, I'm going to take you out like you try to take my man out. Now,
appreciate that.
Now, on to my man, Exile. Exile, this has been going on way too long. You're the only man who's ever taken me out, not once, but twice. And tonight, we're going to end it all. Tonight, it's going to come to a head. And it's not because I think I can beat you whenever I want. It's because you got Betty White in your corner who doesn't want you to succeed. You see, Exile, this isn't about me and you. What it's about is all these people here. Kids come out here dressed like you, and that's got to fire you up. You got all these fans out here who want nothing more for you than to be the champion. The problem is you got to go through me. Betty White, shut your mouth or I'll go break your other leg.
Champ, it's go time. Exile's ready for the title match. Are you?
Grappler, if you get involved in this match and think I'm not going to go out there and take your pacemaker out, not only are you crazy, you must be stupid.
Here we go, the heavyweight championship on the line. Big Ugly versus Exile, Bubba.
We got the heavyweight title on the line. The champion, Big Ugly, against the challenger, Exile. This is a main event in any arena, anywhere in the land today.
And a long time coming, as we mentioned. It was 3 weeks ago. Exile knocked out Big Ugly with that big boot. He suffered a concussion. He wasn't even allowed to fly. He lives in Sacramento. He wasn't allowed to come here to Portland. He had to communicate to us via the internet. Well, now he's back here live in living color. The one, the only Big Ugly against the man they call Exile.
Yeah, when I started in the wrestling business, when Big Ugly and I started in the wrestling business, a concussion was just another day in the park. Nowadays, society's hypersensitive about concussions.
Yes.
So, therefore, with all the knowledge that we've gained about the head and the trauma to the head, you had to take very serious actions against Ugly, because that boot to the head by Exile is as vicious as if Mike Tyson was drunk and punched you in the head 3-4 times.
It wasn't because Big Ugly didn't want to be here. He wasn't allowed to be here. The doctor said, you're not allowed to come. The promoter said, I will not put you on the air.
Absolutely.
He wanted to come.
Yeah,
He
if
just
you
was
can't
not
be cleared
allowed.
by the doctors, you're not going to be cleared. I mean, you can hoodwink and finagle your way around certain things, but the doctors have to be able to clear you. And right now they are trading blows, and Exile has Big Ugly back in the corner.
Two big bulls in the ring. Oh, and look at that
huge
splash.
Big stinger splash right there by the Exile. Snap there to the Big Ugly.
Now, Bubba, I'm told that the winner of this, the heavyweight champion,
Goodness.
will be appearing at that big 212 Super Show on Friday the 14th, June the 14th. The heavyweight champion will be there. Now, is it going to be Big Ugly or is it going to be Exile? We don't know. And look at this. The grappler, apparently he says he was in a bar fight and he injured his foot. Do you buy that?
I'm not buying that for 2 seconds. I'm not buying anything the grappler's selling lately. He's delusional as of late. I don't know what his problem is. His gray matter's not thinking straight. Beautiful belly-to-belly suplex by the suplex machine, Exile.
Now, I don't know if you saw, but just before we went to break, we saw Exile telling Grappler, hey, you stay out of my match, Betty White. Actually, that's Ugly's terminology.
Ugly's term. Oh, he went for that big boot again. He's trying to take him out.
Look at
right
that
to the
drop
leg.
kick.
Beautiful wrestling decision right there.
Chopping
Look at
down the big Redwood Exile with that drop kick there, but he said, stay out of this match. I want to win this on my own. That was Exile's word to the Grappler.
Exile is dying to break away from the grappler's strains and tribulations that he's got him on, because right now Exile realizes that the people love him. Exile realizes that deep down inside he's a tremendous athlete. Exile realizes that deep down inside he's a tremendous wrestler. Exile is only a promo and some charisma away from being the #1 star in this company.
Well,
I will not take anything away from Exile.
You saw that right there. Big Ugly is trying to weaken the base of Exile. He caught him with that drop kick first, then he had him in that leg lock. He's working on that left knee of Exile.
Yeah, it's tremendous because everybody's the same height laying down. You take a big man, you take him to the ground. It's the oldest philosophy there is in fighting and sports. So you take a big man, you take his wheels away from him, and you take away his power.
Oof.
Oh, my goodness. Exile
But let me tell you
monster.
something.
Exile is a monster.
You need a pretty big chainsaw to chop down that tree. The man they call Exile, they don't come bigger, they don't come badder, but of course the same can be said about our Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion, Big Ugly.
Big Ugly's the toughest man walking the earth, probably. I won't take anything away from him, of course. He is a stud, and the Exile is just an up-and-coming man. He's been around a long while. Nice. Right back to the knee. It's great psychology, Joe V. It's great.
Oh,
my
did you see
goodness.
that? Big
Oh,
Ugly
my
just
goodness.
spit
He just
right at the
spit
grappler.
in the face of the grappler. He just spit in the face of a Hall of Famer and a legend. Oh, my goodness.
You don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit into the wind, but he's spit in the grappler's face. Most people can't get away with that, but most people aren't Big Ugly.
Exactly. Big Ugly can tug on Superman cape if he so desires, because Big Ugly is as mean and nasty as anybody. I don't know who the comic books decided to kill Superman someday, but they could have put Ugly in that role, and everybody would have believed it, because I believe in my heart of hearts that Big Ugly could kill Superman.
Hey, man,
he's
he's got
mean and nasty and ugly.
Biceps full of kryptonite, and he's working over. I don't know if he's Superman, but he's one of the strongest men walking the planet today, Exile.
Oh, my goodness.
But right there,
Socked him in the
cinching
back
in that
of the
leg
head.
lock there. Bubba, I'm told we got to take a quick break, folks. We'll be back with the conclusion of this match. Welcome back, everybody. Jovi and Bubba Blanchard ringside for the conclusion of our heavyweight title match, Big Ugly versus Exile.
Since this company has started, Jovi, all throughout the arenas, even with the alignment with a piece of trash like the Grappler, the fans have been behind Exile. He has something to them. They draw to him. They love him. They want to be like him. You see all the green t-shirts. You see the kids dressed up like him. They love him. They want to be a part of him. It's because of his athleticism. It's because of the wrestler that he is. And again, the only thing that Exile is missing from being that super special athlete is that great promo, is that great charisma.
But some people would say that really what's holding him back is his association with the Grappler. That if he were able to dump that guy, dump the 7-time heavyweight champion, who knows, maybe Exile could take that next step and be a champion worth rooting for.
Exactly, because he believes in his heart of hearts right now that he needs somebody like the Grappler. He needs that vision. He needs that coaching, if you will. When he realizes that his athleticism and the fact that he's a 6'5" stud can take him a lot of places alone, and now with the tremendous wrestler that he is and those tremendous suplexes that he throws, because he's the only one in Portland Uncut besides Bubba Blanchard that throws. Oh my goodness!
Look at
the athleticism. But he hurt his knee on the way down. He hurt his knee on the way down for sure. But look at that athleticism out of the Exile. Look at that.
Crawling for a cover on the heavyweight champion. 1, 2, new champion. No.
He's not going to get him with just an arm across the chest. He's going to have to hook a leg, hook it tight or something. That's the Big Ugly. Look at those traps. Look at those deltoids.
But what resilience and what athleticism. Bridging suplex.
From Northern Lights. But again, that knee. See, the knee popped on him right there. Ugly again, he took out that knee, and now look, he throws a sweet move, but he can't finish it because that knee, the pain has got to be immense. The pain has got to be intense.
Let's see if he can get up the heavyweight champion. That left knee just gave out.
Look at Ugly's psychology's working. He's got him. He's beating on him. He's kicked that leg to death. He's got that knee in a point where he can barely use it.
Big Ugly off the ring. Look at that.
He kicked him right there in the chest.
Did he get him?
Oh my
goodness.
He
got him with that right foot.
He kicked him right there near the heart. It was almost like a kick to the heart, and it must have incapacitated.
Referee's out. Hold on, wait, what's going on in the ring here? The Grappler's come in the ring. He's taking off that walking cast.
I think his ankle's hurting him. I think that broken leg is hurting him.
Are you kidding me? I should have known better.
Wait a minute.
7-time heavyweight champion.
Now I don't know if the leg's hurting him or not. I think he's got the boot on.
He's loading the boot,
Jovi.
The Grappler's loading the boot. Look out, Ugly.
Oh my goodness. That is a kick to the skull. He kicked him in the temple. I think he tried to kill him right there. I think that filthy piece of trash Grappler just tried to murder Big Ugly.
Throwing the referee back in there. Now, Exile didn't see that. Exile doesn't know that Grappler just knocked out Big Ugly. He doesn't realize it. He's climbing to the top rope. Here comes Exile off the top rope. Heavyweight champion's laid out.
Big man's going to fly off the top rope.
Big elbow
big
across
elbow
the chest
to
of
the
Big
Big Ugly.
1, 2, 3. We've got a new heavyweight champion.
New champion right here at Portland Wrestling Uncut. Exile, get it. Exile beat Big Ugly. Exile's the new champion.
Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion, Exile.
He did it, but Bubba with a major assist to the Grappler. Exile said he wanted to do it himself. He did not. The Grappler got involved and KO'd the heavyweight champion, and as a result, now Exile is your heavyweight champion.
Exile's going to be fuming right about now because as soon as he realizes what the Grappler has done, as soon as he realizes what the Grappler did with that interference, and that's the real reason that he won, he is going to be livid. He told him to stay away from the situation. He was very clear. He was very specific. Do not get involved.
Well, he'll have to watch the tape because right now, he doesn't realize the Grappler gave him the belt. Ladies and gentlemen, your new Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion, Exile. Folks, we're out of time. We'll see the fallout next week. You're watching Portland Wrestling Uncut.